Hello, Jacob. And today, go ahead and quick break down the Week 12 Minnesota Vikings matchup as we head to the Bay Area. Shout out to Bay Area Throwbacks and Resurrection, as well as all the 49ers fans out there. Should be a good game because, well, that's a team we're playing, the San Francisco 49ers. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, San Francisco is a team that's kind of a tale of two teams, really. It's like, because again, when they're on, they're one of the more dangerous teams in the league, but just recently, with all the injuries and stuff like that, again, kind of like last year, it's really hurt them, you know? So, because there was a few weeks that where they looked really bad, but then, against the Bears, they managed to rally back after the Bears seemingly had the first half all but wrapped up. Then they lost close to the Packers, lost to the Colts in that crazy monsoon game. And so it's really going to be kind of interesting to see just what the 49ers are going to be. Because are they going to be the team that's, NFC West and like Super Bowl contending, from just a couple seasons ago, or are they going to play more like the injury-riddled team from last year? So, Jimmy Garoppolo is say what you will about him, he's a more than serviceable quarterback, even though Trey Lance is definitely the future of the franchise. It's just, again, you don't draft Trey Lance that high just to have him ride the pine the whole time. So, who knows, though? And Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk are a couple of key offensive pieces. And, of course, you can't forget about George Kittle. Cannot forget about George Kittle. Because, well, let's just say between him, Waller, and Kelsey, they're considered three of the best tight ends in all of football. If not three of the best receiving threats in all of football, not just tight ends. And, of course, you cannot, undermine that defense either. That defensive line is solid. Like Nick Bosa and the boys are. They're dangerous. However, though, their secondary has been hit with a lot, and I mean a lot of injuries recently. Well, to be fair, most of their team has been hit with a lot of injuries this year, but yeah, I don't know what it is about the Niners, but they've just been injured to hell and back the last couple seasons. But, so yeah, just to kind of quick, break this down here on offense, the Vikings going up against that defense, can we keep up what we've been doing here? Because on offense, we've been on fire these last few weeks. Something I think all the Vikings fans were kind of hoping we would see, but, it can never be that fucking easy. Anyway, again, fellas, it's not that hard. We got the talent. Why don't we use it? But now that we are using it, like I say, we beat the Packers. Last week, that was probably our season-changing win, in my opinion, at this point, because, well, we're now in the playoffs at 5-5, but the Niners are also at 5-5, so the winner of this game will go a long way towards that playoff push, because it's sort of a bottleneck for that last team in, between like the 6th, 7th, and out of the playoffs, so... Yeah, and like I say, we already have a couple wins against the teams that are, playoff eligible here and all that stuff, but again, the Niners are never an easy team to beat, especially in San Francisco or Santa Clara, wherever they're at, because, well, 2015, we got absolutely shellacked. However, though, in 2018, when we played them, we absolutely beat the brakes off of them at US Bank Stadium, so who knows? Like I say, this isn't a team we play a lot. But, again, they're still a pretty serviceable team, all things considered. And, of course, like I say, can our defense hold up against Ayuk and, Kittle and those guys? Because Jimmy Garoppolo, when he's on, he's pretty good. He reminds me a lot of a Kirk Cousins in a way, But, yeah, again, it'll be interesting to see, especially it'll be interesting to see the running back situation because, again, kind of like the Ravens, they've had a lot of injuries and a lot of running back injuries too. So, yeah, like I say, just thought I'd quick jump on and do a quick preview because, like I say, this is one of the game of the week games. on Fox. Even though I kind of wanted to watch the Packers and Rams, but it's on the same time, and Vikings fan and all that stuff. But still, though, it's going to be a tough matchup. And again, the keys for me to wrap this whole thing up here is stopping George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel, Jimmy Garoppolo, and also can we exploit their injuries on the secondary? Can we exploit that in a hostile environment, by the way, against a team that's also in the playoff hunt? And also, can Greg Joseph keep up his kicking game? Because it could be a kicker's duel, all things considered. But again, if we can have all of the phases clicking like we've had in these last few weeks, it's going to be an interesting game. So, again, shout out to Resurrections, Bay Area Throwbacks, and all the 49er fans out there. Good luck. Should be a fun game. Should be a good game. And, so until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good night.